What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I've got something a bit different for you that I'm actually really excited about. It's either gonna go really well, or it's gonna be a catastrophic failure. I don't think it can be anywhere in between, but we've got some of the top rated lures from Amazon.com. These are not name brands. These are brands sold on Amazon. Some might consider them more affordable. Some might consider them blatant ripoffs of other brands. We're gonna figure out what the heck these lures are all about and if they can live up to Amazon standards. But I gotta tell you guys, these all had 4 or 5 star reviews, like thousands of them. So we're gonna get to the bottom of this. Before the big reveal here, real quick, if this is your first time coming to the channel, if you like the content, consider subscribing. I'd appreciate it a lot. Smash a like on this video, that helps us out, and then ring that notification bell so you can see when we drop more content. And every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we run a live podcast right here on YouTube. Me and my buddy Paul talking to the coolest people in the fishing industry. It's a ton of fun. We'd love to see you there and talk to you in chat, so swing by sometime. All right, let's get to this thing. We've got 4 different products that I picked up from Amazon, all of which had a 4 or 5 star rating and had more than 1,000 of them. First up, we got the True Send Dark Sleeper Imitation. Now, it's not called the Dark Sleeper because that would be too much of a blatant ripoff. Just called a soft bait. It just says soft bait. So we've got not edible, no littering, only for fishing, keep out of reach of children, make sure nobody around while using, cancer and reproductive harm, p65warnings.ca.gov. Cool, interesting. Maybe this is the name. It's the Go Tour Lure. Yeah, it's a lot of 6 of them in very unique colors. I'll say unique colors. We're gonna crack that open in a second. We've got the Plusino big worm box. Check this out. Comes in a box full of worms. You get a little wacky tool there as well with the O-rings on it. There's also some hooks, some Nico weights. We're gonna look at that. And this one I'm excited, probably the most excited for this one. A robotic swimming lure. This one had thousands of 5-star reviews. What? And it came in like dollar store packaging. So that's interesting. From what a lure! What a lure! Then we had, these guys actually sent me a card. Check it out. Thank you. Wow. From this brand is, you like, yeah. Do I like? Dear customer, thanks for choosing our products. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. We promise that you'll get the 100% satisfying answer. If you like our items, please write down your feelings and let others know. They will appreciate what you have done for them to choose the products. Thank you again for your interest. Best regards, sincerely, Linda. Cool. Anyways, oh God. Ew, the snaps on these are not great. These are Whopper Ploppers. Yeah, we got a bunch of different colors of this. This came with 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got a pack of 6 ploppers, a robot lure. I think this is 30 worms, and soft bait, aka 6 dark sleepers. All right, real quick on prices, just so you guys know how much these cost. 14 bucks. These are downsized, by the way. These are very small dark sleepers, like 2.5 inches maybe. So downside dark sleepers, 14 bucks. This was the most expensive thing, surprisingly. There are 30 worms in here, ton of hooks, wacky tool, Nico weights, all that. This was $27. So I was kind of surprised. That felt expensive, but we'll see. Robot lure was 25 bucks. And 6 Whopper Ploppers, which by the way are very light and very small in very unique colors. This was 15 bucks. So I think in terms of expensive baits comparisons, these are wicked cheap compared to like the real name brand products, right? So we're gonna see how those hold up. This is a robot, no idea. These are kind of expensive for how much you get, I feel, so far. So let's dive in. By the way, what we're gonna do is today, I'm unboxing all these. I wanna get an up close and personal look at these, see what they're like, see how they feel, see if I feel like they're gonna live up to that hype or not. And then we're gonna take each of these out for a day on the water and I'm gonna try and fish them. See if I can land anything on any of these and put the durability to the test to see how they hold up. Or in the case of the robot lure, if the battery works when it gets wet, right? I don't know, we'll see. So let's start out with these dark sleepers. I've been jonesing to open this up. Okay, here we go. Start out with what I consider to be the coolest color. Okay, so here we go. So we got our dark sleeper. Literally looks exactly the same as this dark sleeper, right? Down to all the fins being the same. Got your little weight up in the front. If you guys aren't familiar, the dark sleeper, the design idea here is it's a swim bait, whereas normally you fish a swim bait in the mid to higher water column area. This swim bait is meant to be fished on the bottom. So you can crawl it or hop it across the bottom, especially if you're having fish kind of clinging to the bottom or you got a tough bite. And it's got a hidden hook area here right inside that dorsal fin. So it's mostly weedless, mostly. I mean, you can still get hung up, right? But just running over normal cover on the bottom, you should be good with that. It's got a ton of action in the tail. This guy, also a ton of action in the tail. I mean, feels much more like PVC plasticky. It's a more dense plastic than the Megabass Dark Sleeper is. That feels kind of funky, so it's a little bit more dense. Yeah, PVC. It smells like a floaty. It smells like a pool floaty you buy at a dollar store. That's what it smells like. And still got like your little weedless kind of brush guard here, or a little dorsal fin. Hook is sharp. Okay. Nice heavy weight to it. Very small profile. I kind of like the size of it right now. I think I can catch something on these. Funky color. This is that green, yellow, orange perch to fire tiger type color, but translucent. Let's see what other colors we got. We have just this yellow black. These feel very like saltwater vibey to me. We got the chartreuse tiger. Look at that, little stripes on there. Chartreuse tiger. That's probably one I'm gonna throw. Got a little more subtle chartreuse and darker green to it with some spotting. We got the straight purple. Looks good. All these tails are a little bit kinked out of the box. That's interesting. I don't think it's gonna cause too much I mean, it is a denser plastic, so it might stay kinked like that. I don't know if that's gonna have a big issue for me. And then silver and purple. Interesting color as well. So, I don't know. Feels semi-durable. Like, I don't really feel like they're gonna fall apart, but just gotta get a fish on them. It is a really funky feeling plastic. Again, just to compare, here's the actual dark sleepers from Megabass. I think they look a bit cleaner, softer plastic. I don't know if the durability is better or worse, but we'll have to see. I mean, it all looks like exactly the same build. Very, very similar. Interesting. Let's go to the Plopper, shall we? So these are all individually packaged. And for comparison, I'm gonna show you guys the 90 and the 75. So the 75 is just like short, fat, fishy here. And there's the 90. It's a bit longer, right? So that's what we're comparing these to. The Amazon ones have this body shape. So now that I see them side by side, they're actually the same size as the 90. So this is essentially the 90, but it's a little bit more of a tapered body. So the 90 has more of this belly to it, right? And then this, what is this brand? You Like, yeah. That's the brand. So the You Like, yeah has no belly. I don't know what that's gonna do in terms of balance. That is something I'd be interested in. The belly has a weight in it here on the Whopper Plopper, which keeps it sitting like this in the water as the tail spins versus tumbling kind of side to side and getting a little different look, or potentially getting that hook hung up on your line. I don't know what that's gonna do for me, but only way to find out is to test it out. So off the back, we got our prop tail. Look at that. It's got a nice curve to it. It's softer plastic. The River to Sea is a little more dense, I would say, a little more dense, a little more tough feeling. This is definitely much softer. Look at that. Come on. Hooks are very sharp, but very small. Seems like a smaller In comparison, it's a much smaller treble than what you get on your river to sea. Not necessarily a bad thing. Really sharp hooks though. I'm kind of surprised by how sharp these hooks are. They do, if you look at like the soldering on this treble, it does look pretty dang cheap. Like, I am very concerned about these trebles breaking. So we got Fire Tiger, classic river color I'd be throwing around. Holographic silver with a bright orange belly to it. Bright, vibrant orange, black top, kind of yellow mid belly. I do appreciate that this came in a case, so I can like take all these out and try them. This other odd like gold and silver with orange belly, holographic color. Then the blue and silver with a little pink on the cheeks there, that holographic. I kind of like this one. Clear body, red head to it, very interesting. Other thing you'll notice is that Whopper Plopper by River to Sea, a little thicker kind of thud knock to it versus the good old tinny rattle from Amazon. Only way we're gonna know if those work is to get them out on the water, but they look decent. They're very similar in shape to the River to Sea, except they don't have that belly. So I want to see what the balance is when it's up on water. Other two. I'm saving the robot for last. You got to hang in. Hang in. This kit is pretty nuts. If you had like 25 to 30 bucks to spend, like you already know, Texas rig, Nico rig, wacky rig. There's a million ways to use this setup right here, I think. This is, to me, looked like one of the most versatile things you could grab off of Amazon and go catch some fish. They do have some all-in-one kits. I'll have to test those out at a later date, so let me know if you want to see those. If you have a link to an all-in-one kit that you've been thinking about, feel free to shoot it to me, DM me on Instagram at BurlyFishing. I'd be happy to check it out. Here we go. Let's see what these worms are about. We've got a strong petroleum smell to them. We've got this big old like egg sac band like you normally would have on a worm right there in the middle. I think these are all two-tone colors, but check out the stretch here. No stretch. That's a lot of stretch. That could equate to some good durability. I don't know, like this is just dead stretch. That's a lot, man. Seem fairly durable. It's not just falling apart on me right now, so interesting. They're salty. I got salt coming out of it, so dense worms here. We got that green pumpkin chartreuse color. Green pumpkin chartreuse. Blue and silver. Bright shiny like shad pattern there. Some shiner color here, some gold and green. Red and like very dark red, so the blood worm there. So there's actually 8 worms in each of these little compartments times 4, 32. So there's 32 worms in this kit. That's a lot of worms, man. Then you get a wacky tool. Seems legit. Yeah, it seems it's working. You know, you got a little leash for it here. I've used these a ton. They work really well. So we got our little O-rings on there. Comes with an additional gigantic pack of O-rings, so you get a whole bunch. You get, looks like wide gap hooks. Yep, a bunch of little wacky hooks that we could use. They look decent. Big old pack of EWGs here. Look decent as well, pretty sharp. And then varying lead Nico nail weights that are, well, one of them is shattered. Two of them are shattered. These are breaking. It happens. And then here's some heavier ones. And here's some other ones. So these seem extremely cheap. Oh, we'll see if those just broke. Oh yeah, these are just snapping all over the place. All right, well, they're cheap lead nail weights. What can you expect, really? But you get like 3 packs of them right there. Interesting. So we don't have any worm weights. So Texas rigging is going to be weightless, but we've got some pretty salty worms, so that might work. But you can Nico rig them, and then these would work fine for Nico rigging. So we got some options with those hooks, I think. And if you guys aren't familiar with the tool, you just kind of like insert your worm here. It looks like your center point is around that egg sac, so you just take these bands and you just run them down just like that, and you'll run them down until they snap over your worm, just like that. So one is great for Nico rigging. If I do a wacky, I prefer to do 2. So I'm gonna rig 2 on this one right now. And then when you have 2 just like that, So then we would take our little hook here. You want to have those bands cross over each other and make an X. You take your hook and you just go through a little bit of the worm right through that X. So it's going to look like that. Boom, bang, boom. It's also a pretty stretchy worm, so you can actually like slide the bands around a little bit. But there's our wacky setup right there. And I would be happy throwing this. See, we'll have to check the durability. We'll see how it holds up. The benefit is it's an all-in-one kit, so you can just grab this, grab your fishing pole, go to the water, fish. I think this is the one we're all waiting for. So we have the robotic swimming lure. Ooh, let's see what this one's all about, eh? I would like to know how this has over 2,000 positive reviews. Please explain. And like videos of people catching on it. So, I mean, it must do something. All right. So here's essentially what you get in the kit. We got float bobber, this gigantic swim bait. Say gigantic, it's like 4 inches, but like multi-segmented swim bait, a medieval USB charging system. What the heck? Let's just pull this out. All right. So here's the actual bait itself. It's pretty dang heavy. It has absolute garbage trebles on it. How did that just go? Look at it. It's one of those water activated props. Oh my gosh. So this prop is gonna spin, which is gonna allow this thing to like move in a circular motion around in the water, I guess. Okay, so first thoughts on this thing. Check it out. It is a hard body. I don't know what it's made out of. It's a very cheap feeling, very cheap feeling. No idea what it is, but there you go. You got your segments to it. As I was saying before it started activating, is these are really bad trebles, so I might switch these out. Well, we're kind of testing it as is, right? I need to like just throw this out there, see if it works, but I'll switch trebles if I get fish on, but lose them because of the trebles. All right, that's the deal I'll make. Here's our little bobber, which is very poorly glued together here, and I'm not exactly sure. Looks like, seems to be similar to like a fly fishing bobber, so it's gonna be running the line through this little hole right here. It's gonna be a bite indicator, more or less. And then I have this, which for whatever reason looks like an A-rig. Like, what's going on here? Are these all just leader lines? Like a bunch of different ones? Yeah, these are all different leader lines. So it comes with like a bunch of leader lines. Don't worry, there's instructions. Okay. So first of all, here's how you charge it. Positive electrode, negative electrode. You plug it into a USB. If this like blows up my charger or something, I'm gonna be pissed. It'll run for 1.5 hours, it says. The weight is 1.23 ounces. Do I cast this out there? What am I supposed to do with this? It doesn't even tell you how to fish this thing. So I imagine you take this little wire leader, which comes pre-kinked for you, just for you. We're gonna snap this on here. We'll do it in the middle. Do it in the middle. Okay, so it's rigged up on a leader like so. We're gonna cast it out there. We're gonna have this tie to our main line. We're gonna have this right here. So it's our strike indicator, I guess. And this thing is gonna be swimming around below that, about, what is this, 18 inches below? No way. No way this works. No way. No heckin' way. Calling it right now, no heckin' way. Come on, dude. You know what happens next. Now we gotta test these things out, am I right? So I'm gonna go interrogate this fish until it's charged up, and then we're gonna go take it down to the water and see what the heck happens. Over 2,000 5-star reviews, you guys. I don't know. I'm gonna find out. I'm very confused. It seems to be something a lot of people like. So we're gonna test it. Let's do it. Here's the deal. I'm gonna take Mr. Robot Lure down to the water, fish that. We're gonna do a day where we only fish the worms and tackle that is included here I might have to add some worm weights to this or something. Do a day where we compare the true send sleeper to the dark sleeper, and then we'll do plop v plop. I might even compare some other types of whopper ploppers to this. We'll do the whole gamut. This I might have to wait on a little bit. Topwater bite is not quite here in Michigan, but it's coming soon. I think the rest of that I can fish right now. So stay tuned for those videos. They're gonna be dropping right here on the channel pretty soon. If you wanna see them, consider subscribing. Also, maybe smash a like in this video. I appreciate it, helps me out a lot. And you can ring that notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop these comparison review videos out on the water. Also, come back Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. Me and my buddy Paul talking to some of the best people in the fishing industry. It's a ton of fun. Love to see you there and talk to you in chat. We do a lot of cool stuff on those shows. So, oh, and we give away $25 gift cards every single week. So just by showing up, you got a shot. You got a chance to win some money there, so it's totally worth your time. That's all I got for this unboxing, you guys. Hopefully that was interesting. If you're looking at these products on Amazon, go read the reviews. Some are hilarious, some are legit. And there's videos and there's pictures and there's all sorts of stuff, especially on like this robot lure. It's insane. So check it out if you don't believe me, and then I will put it to the test on the water so we can see what the heck happens when we do that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're getting out on the water and enjoying the great outdoors, maybe catching some fish. Best of luck to you. Thanks for watching my video. And until the next one, we'll see you out on the water.